Yep, the flag went up pretty early, right when Gribble got a foot on it.
And joining you here now from Interbay Soccer Stadium, 27 minutes into the first period. We apologize. Had a few technical difficulties. And so the Irish lead 1-0 here after a goal from Connor Lofi back in about the 6th minute. Martinez goes up with it.
Really a key giveaway there from Lakeside. Nearly could have been dangerous, to be honest with you, after the turnover there in their deep zone, but it will go out for an O'Day throw. I believe that will be Jack Suk taking it.
Suk will be throwing this one in. He's been all over the ball just like his school vice captain counterpart Connor Lofi, man responsible for the goal and much more in this game. As Suber does a great job to keep that one in, they're going to still call it out, and so it's going to be a goal kick. Suber, after subbing in about the 15th minute, has been putting his feet on the ball this game. Most part, he has been all over this game so far, but he is definitely a dominating presence in the box with his tall figure.
Definitely, and just for the people who are just joining us because we had our technical difficulties, O'Day has really dominated the time of possession in this game. And I mean, as we have a key Campos couldn't get his hand on it real quick. That'll be Larry Liu taking it down. Liu weaving through defenders, trying to get a shot at it, but it will be blocked by the O'Day defense as they will try to clear it out, which they will. But what I was trying to say was, O'Day has really dominated the time of possession. I mean, it's been almost at least 2-1, and they were able to get that early goal from Connor Lofi. So hopefully that can keep up through the second half. But Lakeside here, they're trying to make a run. They got a good last possession now. Let's see what they can do with it now.
As Lakeside's in the corner, the cross is in. Great stop there by Ben Solom, the senior captain and goal, as mentioned earlier before we went live. This guy is back on the pitch, was out for most of the playoffs last year from an injury, and even suffered a concussion earlier this season. However, we're glad to see him back out there. Hasn't been all over this game yet so far, but that's been due to a great job with his teammates keeping the ball out of their box.
And that right there was just shown was one of the few shots on goal Lakeside has actually had in this game. Ben Stallman, they're making a great save off the crosses. It will be cleared by the Lakeside goalie for out to midfield. Another run here over to Liu. I believe that will be offside, and it will. Just a touch offside. Couldn't get that run going a little bit later as O'Day will take over possession once again. I believe this will be Carter Gribble taking the free kick out in O'Day's own zone. Pushing his team upfield and expecting a long boot, which he will deliver. Intended for Suber, and it will go back out to Wheeler. Wheeler, kick into Suber. Trying to make a man miss. Will he? Goes back out. Jack out, I believe that is. It'll be cleared away. Jack Suk looking to clean it up as Lakeside will take over possession once again. Trying to get a couple more attackers to O'Day's territory of play.
Lakeside moving the ball up here. And a little bit of grabbing. As
I believe they called a foul on Lakeside. A foul or offside.
Carter Gribble, the one going to be booting this away here.
Good deflection there from the Lakeside defender. Number 24, Joseph Cook there. Richardson taking the throw out as Wheeler will give it away to Lakeside, and Lakeside will boot it out of bounds. Richardson once again taking the throw out. He'll give it over to Connor Lofi. I believe they called a handball on Lakeside. Nope, they'll rule it a goal kick. Linesman didn't appear to see that. If you're Lakeside, you're really all about just creating opportunities, and the more opportunities you can get, the more chances for a goal you can get, obviously. But it starts with just getting the ball in the O'Day zone. As a key giveaway here, Suber trying to make a man miss, and he'll give it away. Good clearance there by number 16, I believe that was Kyle O'Brien. We'll go out for another O'Day throw. We have a brief stoppage of play. I believe the ball did go over the fence. Looking for another one, as we in fact do have one. Good intercept there by the Lakeside defender, number 21, Mateo Garces there. Nearly got into Lofi, so we could deliver a good cross, as there will be another O'Day throw. Delivered it into Houston. Connor Lofi attacking, and they will rule offside again. We've seen a couple of those from the Irish so far. Thankfully, they've been getting possession after possession. Hopefully one of the times that they have it, they'll stay onside so they can put another goal on the scoreboard here 35 minutes into the game.
Lakeside has a few reserves warming up. And now moving it down the pitch.
It appears Lou just lost it there for an O'Day throw on the close side right by us. It'll be Logan Richardson taking it out.
And now a foul going to be called on Richardson, most likely.
Yep.
Lakeside with the free kick. They're going to move it up. They have Louis. Sorry, that's Lopez. And saves him going out. Lakeside still trying to gain some momentum, get something going now. They struggled to, like we said, for most of this game. However, seem to be on a bit of a slight run here. Close defense from Houston. As now the Irish back off. Going up the pitch in the corner. That's Walker. Tries to cross in. However, clearance from Suk delays any attempt.
That was a great through ball there by the Lakeside midfielder, but an even better clearance by senior Jack Suk to get it out of there for another O'Day throw.
Gribble's going to be the one to deliver the throw in. And that's deep in, deflected by Lakeside. Houston gets it to Christopher. Gives it down to Richardson. Richardson along the near side, going up. To it now in the corner. Net is well away.
Better watch out if you have a car over in that parking lot.
I better go check, actually. That's a little concerning, but you know what? We'll worry about that later, right?
Just a little too much on that cross from Richardson. Lofi nearly had it, but the goalie by Lakeside, great awareness there. Tiago Ashland making a great play on the ball, as it'll lead to another O'Day throw-in. Richardson now crossing it in. Deflected, back over to Suber. Richardson back to Suber. Trying to come in here, a little bit of a touch. Will they say it goes off of O'Day? Nope, they'll say it is off of Lakeside here for another corner kick.
O'Day coming out in the spring. This O'Day team is 1-0 after a win against Redmond last time out, as that is a great stop from the goalie. Their keeper, number 1, Tiago Osland, has O'Day able to stop this with not too much of an issue and get the ball back. However, now Lakeside's going down the pitch and out of bounds. Out of play off Suk. Stopping it there from any danger really occurring. But like I was saying, I mean, this O'Day team has been playing well. And with that, the lacrosse team also coming away with a win on that last Saturday night. Big win, 18-11 over Eastlake. Really fun one. Ethan Lindsay with 4 goals in that. Also Cooper Gissing with a hat trick. And Eli Hinson having himself a nice little day, as that's off the head of Gribble. So Irish looking to clear it away, and they are able to.
Great job there, and got a little dicey when Solomon went out there to try to retrieve it, but thankfully nothing bounced around in the wrong way, and O'Day was able to get a good clearance out of it, as possibly a chance here, but right through the wickets of Ben Solomon. Good clearance and good backup by Logan Richardson to get it out of there. That could have been dangerous if a Lakeside attacker was anywhere nearby.
Yeah, Ben Solomon does not make too many mistakes like that, but not anything coming out of that there. Seems to be a little frustrated, but has had a good game for the most part today.
He's had a great game, multiple saves. Hasn't really faced much action, to be honest, throughout the whole game.
Yeah, the little he has faced, he's been doing well against, but yeah, hasn't had a lot of opportunities to be able to do anything. Carter Gribble now inside. O'Day moving around trying to get it out. That's Elliot Failer giving it to Connor Lofi. Lofi going up the pitch. Has a little bit of a breakaway now.
Great counterattack here. Hopefully Lofi can do something with it, as a bunch of defenders did, in fact, catch up to him. Great effort nonetheless, though. So we'll be out for an O'Day throw.
Houston now moving it inside. Suber has it. Tries to kick it back to Houston. However, Lakeside clearing it away. Now moving the other way. Misses the opportunity there. Houston goes over to Wheeler. Now O'Brien. Campos. And a great clearance there. Christopher, though, moving it back. O'Brien once again trying to get above. This game's been playing pretty well in the air, as now Lakeside's trying to move it up the pitch. However, great stop from Jack Suk. Prevents anything serious. And a foul is going to be called on Lakeside.
Coming up on the 42nd minute here, as Jack mentioned a couple times, that early goal from Connor Lofi, as I believe they will, in fact, call halftime here. Going to start a couple minutes late, but going into half, 1-0 O'Day from a goal from Connor Lofi, the senior. 5 minutes into the game, as we will take a quick break here on the Irish Sports Network.
We are back from half as the Irish lead 1-0 now. And Lakeside moving to attacking end, but to avoid the offs. No, they're not. Martinez gets a goal! Oh, my, right out of the gates in the second half here in the 41st minute. Fabian Martinez, goal number 1 on the season, representing that 205 Kilkenny Menor group. Wow, what a goal. What a job getting away from the keeper and able to put that one in the back of the net there. Martinez, the head striker on this team. Man, just made so much of an effect last season. Great to see him back out there already, making a splash here in this game. Here's Lakeside. They're going to try to move it up the pitch. Deep pass there, however, it's going to be fielded by Gribble pretty easily as they move it around down the corner and out. Last touch by Gribble. The throw in here from Lakeside. Goes over the top. Batted away. Now Lofi with the clearance. Connor Lofi, that is. Had a goal back in the 6th minute. Here's Fabian Martinez. Gets it back to him. Here's Richardson. Back. Now the Irish moving around a little bit here. Roman Campos. Hunts Pepper on the far side. And Martinez goes deep into the corner for Lofi. Campos back to Gribble, who clears it up pitch. That's going to be out of bounds right under us here from Interbase Soccer Stadium. So the mantra of the full whole first half was O'Day pretty much just running the entire game, as the majority of the game took place in their attacking half and in the Lakeside defending half. However, going into the second half, regardless of that first goal, coming in the 41st minute, I mean, this is being played pretty evenly so far, I would say. Carter Gribble with a throw-in at midfield. Now Lofi with it. Lofi moves it to Tomalunas, sorry. Now it's Lakeside moving it up. Pursuit on the far end. Some physical play. Great stop from Martinez now. And Pepper and Martinez are not able to come up with it. However, still some tight D. As Lakeside moves it back. They're going to move it up. Continuing to move the ball around. O'Day not able to get this ball back yet. As Enzo Christopher will clear it a little bit, but right to Casa. And that's out of bounds. Last touch by Casa. And Vos could not get to it in time. Richardson going to be tossing this bad boy in. Up to Lofi. But that is headed away. And now Weinstein settles it. Campos up to Lofi, just a little too far. And now Lakeside trying to do something with it. Casa trying to move it up pitch. Settling it over. Now Cooper sends him on a run. Cannot get anything, though, as it will be Solemn, the keeper for O'Day, who gets to it first. The boot away is a high one from Solemn. Up past midfield. Lofi sends it over now back to the O'Day defending half. Lakeside able to get a little bit of possession on this. Weinstein over Pepper, misses him though. And now Richardson tries to get to it. Finally, Lakeside is going to get definitive position. Great defense there from Martinez. Casa sends his man on a run. He shoots and just wide. Great job stopping it there from Solemn. Just barely got enough onto it to deter the ball. put it on the outside of the net, and so a corner will be due here on the far side. Cannot tell who's taking it. It is up, and it is no good. And it'll be a save there, stopped, and Solom will eventually fall on top of it. Richardson is going to be credited with the save, if you might. If you could there. Now Suk has it, near side. Sends it up to Lofi. Those two have great chemistry. They've been showing it all game long as Lofi moving up pitch now and looks for his teammate but shoots a little long. And so Lakeside trying to move it back. Martinez trying to swoop in, get the ball there. Last time can't though. And now Tomalunas trying to move it somewhere. Lucas can't get possession though. Pepper sends up to Martinez. Martinez doesn't shoot. Now he does, and just a little too soft as it is stopped. They're looking for a foul, it looks like. Maybe they see something I didn't. However, no goal there as the Irish look to have extended it to 3. Pepper gives it back to Richardson. Now August Pepper once again gives it to Richardson one more time. Campos, now it's Weinstein. Weinstein gets triple teamed there, loses it. Lakeside move it forward. Suk there to intercept though. So Campos is going to move it away. Suk stays on the ground as he was hit, and a foul is going to be called on Josef Casa as Suk grabs his shin but gets up. It looks like he just got a little beat up there. And so Carter Gribble will be the one to take the penalty kick here. Or sorry, free kick. And he boots it up and away. And moving around a little now. Up to it, and finally it's going to be Lakeside moving it up at Enzo Christopher. Will move it out of bounds. Lakeside with it, moving the ball up pitch here. Stops it. Now moves forward. Lakeside still with it on the far side. And now it's going to be booted back into their own end. Martinez in pursuit. That's going to go out of bounds. And so in the corner, Lofi trying to move it now, loses it though. And now Lakeside with it. Weinstein stops it, gives it to Richardson. Richardson settles. Now finds Pepper. Goes over his defender. Lofi with it in the corner. And now beats his man. Goes inside and it's blocked by his defender. He was looking for Tomalunas. And so a corner will be due here in a moment. It's going to be Roman Campos taking this one. Corner's up across and just beyond Weinstein's reach. Tomalunas. Now it's Carter Gribble sends it over the goal. And now O'Day moving it up the pitch. Out of play, though. Throwing here from O'Day goes long, out of bounds. Off of Lakeside. Just out of the reach of August Pepper. And the throw in. Richardson's going to stop it.
At this point in the game, I really feel like O'Day just needs to do what they can to hold this lead. You know, there's a reason they say 2-0 is the most dangerous lead in soccer, because at this point, if you give up a goal, you get a little bit complacent. You're only up by 1 at this point in the game, which is, I wouldn't say easy, but it's definitely, you can definitely come back from that, and boom, your lead could be gone. So if O'Day can apply the pressure when they're on defense, they should be fine in this game, and hopefully they can continue to do that, because they've been doing a great job of it all throughout the first round, 52 minutes or so.
Richardson to throw in. Sends it back to Weinstein on the far end. Weinstein goes over the top looking for Richardson now. Lofi settles it. Tries to create some room. O'Day's had some great opportunities in the box so far this half. Has not converted yet, though, except for Martinez's goal. And the shot from Pepper just high and wide.
Almost a highlight reel goal there, weaving in between and out of defenders and shooting it just outside the box. Unfortunately, it was just a bit high and a bit wide. That went in. That was something you may be seeing on social media. So
that is how I score about 90% of my FIFA goals right there. But Pepper not quite able to get the job done. Goal kick from Lakeside. Settled by Lofi as he intercepts that one. Now clearance from Lakeside. Weinstein gives it over. Now Lofi can't get to it. Suk with the header. Now O'Day trying to move the ball up. Martinez over to Tomalunas. Now Lofi will have it in the corner. And out off Lakeside. It will be a corner kick.
If O'Day can get another goal here and put another one on the scoreboard and put it 3-0 about just a little bit 10 minutes past halftime, that would be huge, because a 3-0 lead is something you really want to try to build to. And as you know, building up is also getting a bigger lead. And if they can hold on to this, that would be one shockwave sent throughout the Metro League, proving that O'Day is back, as the cross is really long out delivered by Lofi. Pepper trying to retrieve it, as he will give it back to the Lakeside defender, but quick fight for the ball as the Lakeside will clear it.
Settled by Enzo. And some rough play there. Will end with Lakeside trying to move the ball up here in the attacking half.
Good stop there by Solom, able to get it out to one of his center backs, out over to Suber, making a couple men miss. Back out to Martinez. Martinez getting it in the middle of the field to Pepper. Not a very good touch, and he'll give it away over to the Lakeside defender. Could Lakeside have a counterattack here? We'll see.
And now they move it over. Suk intercepts as Weinstein able to clear that one. Enough away. Lofi moves it over into the middle of the pitch. And now Lakeside has it once again. Out, last touch by Lakeside. Suber going to throw this in, stops after considering going quickly to Lofi. Richardson over to Weinstein. Now it's deflected by Lakeside. Pepper deflects it again, gets a lucky spin. Sends it back to Richardson, who gives it up to Suber. Richardson one more time. Over to Lofi. Lofi going up pitch. August Pepper back to Connor Lofi. Can't quite get it there as August recovers. Now Jack Suk has it near us. Tomalunas tries to send it in off the foot of a Lakeside line, though, to deflect it, and that will be fielded easily by their goalie. Here's Lakeside, though, trying to move it up the pitch. Closely guarded by Lofi. Now Suber making a run for it. Martinez has it in the clear. No, will not get to it in time, though.
Just a bit too much on the ball there from Suber. Martinez nearly got a quick touch on it to maybe poke it over the goalie Oslin for a goal. Just not quick enough, as Lakeside will try to claw their way back into this game.
Great job from Martinez there, getting to the ball. And the goalie, keeper, clears it out. Now back, Christopher with it. Will clear it out of bounds. Or no, he'll clear it to Suber. Tries to move it around his defender. That is out. Off of Suber. Lakeside has it in their own end here. Casa with it. Got it by Weinstein. Moves it over to the near side with Louis. Sorry, that's Ratliff. Moves it under us. Lakeside continuing to move it up, however, deflected there by Gribble. Gribble's been doing a great job of that center back position. I know that it's a new spot for him this year, however. He's been doing well. I think he's been doing an amazing job. As Jack Houston is going to come on for Dylan Weinstein, and Greg Wheeler is going to come on for Lucas Tomalunas.
Fantastic job by those guys today. Hopefully we may see them later on in the game, but they've been really holding the wall back there on defense, as there will be a foul here on O'Day. That'll go on Carter Gribble. Lakeside really trying to make the most out of every opportunity they can. So the free kick will be taken here by Joseph Cooper, the junior midfielder. Lakeside really trying to take advantage of what they can on set pieces. They haven't had many in this game, but a good ball in here. Try to get ahead on it, and they're back in this game really quick. Cooper will line up to take it. Get the okay from the official. Whips it into the middle of the box as they will get a head on it. It'll go past Solomon in for a goal. Wasn't sure who got the head on it, but like I mentioned, Lakeside did in fact get back into this game. I believe that is number 17.
That's number 17, Jacob Taylor.
Yep.
The junior forward there for Lakeside. Got his head in, the tallest guy down low there, and definitely helped him out to put him up one, to get it back 2-1. O'Day still leading, however. Lakeside looking to try to get back here, and that's a great start, especially on a corner like that. Tough ball for Solomon to get an eye on. Yeah,
it's really tough, and that's why teams really like taller forward, especially at the striker position, because you want to get that head on that ball. You know, a lot of guys, they really like the short little quick guys like Favi Martinez, but those tall guys on those big set pieces in those corners, they can really put a head on it and get back into a game just like Lakeside did right there.
O'Day has to play calm here, though, not let that goal get to their heads, as I know that they've done most of this game. Playing pretty calm, not getting there, not rushing anything too much, as we are in the 60th now, the 61st minute of this game. Throws it in. Now Lakeside and O'Day fighting for it. Lakeside's going to come up with it, though. Getting a little bit into the clear now. Great stop there from Greg Wheeler. As he moves over and closes out, deflects it, and he's going to keep that inbounds. No, he's going to touch that as it goes out. And
go out for a Lakeside throw. Number 14, Evan Ratliff, to take it in. Ball get deflected once again out of bounds. The momentum has clearly shifted in favor of Lakeside after that goal in around the 58th minute. You know, if you're O'Day, you really just want to try your best and hold strong for the last 20 minutes here. 20 minutes and change or so. But if they play defense like they did in the first half, they certainly will get it done, and hopefully that's the case here for the last 20 minutes in the game. As big scramble for the ball, Suk around here trying to go 1-on-3. And they will call, I believe, an offside or foul on Lakeside will lead to an O'Day free kick by Carter Gribble.
And now the send up to Lofi, misses it. Martinez gives it over to Suber. O'Day on a run in the attacking end into the box now. Suber goes into Lofi, and just too much in the middle of the goal there, as falling on top without an issue is Osland.
Clutch stop there by Osland. Really not trying to give O'Day a 2-1, 3-1 lead and put it back up to 2 goals. But if you're Lofi, just a little bit better touch would have sent that ball in the goal, you know. Pass was a little bit out in front. He did all he could, but in the end, unfortunately, it was a stop by Osland.
Yeah, O'Day's had some great chances here. I think that Lakeside has had 2 really good opportunities. One of them they converted. Other than that, not really any good options for goals. However, O'Day's had a lot, and they've just converted a less percentage. They had converted at the same rate as Lakeside. I think that this would be a different game as they send up to Lofi. Speak of the devil here. He has it. Stops and tries to go into the upper corner. Cannot put it in as it is just barely too wide.
Tried to go far post there, just a little bit too much on it. Couple feet off that post. Would have been a fantastic goal if he can get it from that angle, but fortunately we'll go out for a goal kick.
And Connor's a great player. He knows what he's capable of, and that's why I think he did try that, and he had every right to. He knows
absolutely.
He can do it, yeah.
Absolutely, and if you're a coach, I wouldn't get mad at him one bit for trying to take that right there with his ability.
And now Casa hit out of bounds. However, they're going to let him play. Oh, no, they will not. They will call the foul. Now sending it up. Casa with it once more. Gives it back to Patrick. Cammy Patrick giving it back to his men. Lakeside trying to find anywhere to go, really. Patrick sends it up back to Cammy. And now stolen by Lofi. And Richardson is going to send the ball up. Now, O'Day trying to settle down the ball. Unable to, however. And Lakeside moving it up here. And that's going to be a great stop by Ben Solom as he dives to save that one. Great job from the senior varsity goalkeeper. Man, just really did not let anybody else get to that. That was an important save there.
Fantastic hustle there by Solom, able to get into that ball. And that right there really shows the seniority of how important it is at that goalkeeper position, because if that ball just got by him, you know, that could have been big trouble by a Lakeside attacker right behind him, just knocking it in for a wide open net. So Solom really knows what he's doing. Experience is really playing a key part in this game for him.
Yeah, great job there. I mean, on that cross, just barely inches too high for Lofi. As Lakeside tries to get it going once again. Houston able to stop it, deflects it unknowingly, and settles it. However, loses it once again. Lakeside trying to move it up. Has a little bit of momentum here. Gets past that next line. Picked up by Gribble. Butler crosses it in, shoots, and he puts it in the back of the net. Lakeside ties this up with under 20 to go.
And that right there was just great ball movement by Lakeside. You know, I believe that was number 17, Jacob Taylor, scoring the goal. You know, he bashed it right off to Butler. Butler, just a little flick on it, got it to a wide open Taylor. And would you look at that, the game's tied 2-2. And like I mentioned earlier, that 2-0 lead is, in fact, the hardest lead to keep in soccer, one bit.
Yeah, just like that, this game is tied. And O'Day's lead has diminished. However, who can get the third, if anybody does at all? As Houston dumps it off to Richardson. O'Day trying to move the ball quickly, get a goal back here. Both of their goals so far have come quickly off of the halves, whether that has been at the start of the game or at the end or start of the first or second half. That's out of bounds, out of play, a last touched by O'Day, they're going to say.
And this game is really ramping up and really just proving why these are the two of the best teams in the entire Metro League right here. And I expect it to only get more interesting, to be honest with you. Potentially seeing another goal later in this game.
Lakeside going to give it back. Sends it across the way to his man. Down the middle of the pitch. Puts it up. Interception from Suk. Wheeler with it. Sends it up to Suk one more time. And that is out of play. They're going to call that off Wheeler, so it will be Lakeside throw-in. Number 22, Andrew Stridle will take it. Now Suk able to head that one up. Butler. Everybody getting a little bit of the action there. And foul will be called on Lakeside.
O'Day really just trying to get every little bit of that last push they can around the last 13 minutes or so and change, to potentially just get a game-winning goal here. And this would be an absolutely huge victory this early in the year against Lakeside in a really, honestly, a revenge game from last year after they had their hearts ripped out in the state semifinals. But the free kick here by Weinstein will get in, back over to Suk, as it will be deflected out of bounds by Butler for another O'Day throw.
And I think the key here for O'Day is just keeping that possession. The longer you have the ball, the better chance you have of putting it in the net, as it is going to be out and will be a corner kick.
I believe they'll rule it a goal kick, actually. I don't think the referee saw that deflection by Lakeside. Yeah, and in fact will be.
Sends it short to his man that he had on the near side. Now gives it up. Martinez closely in pursuit there. He's sneaky coming from the back quite silently. Got a goal off that earlier.
Goalkeeper there really fortunate that the ball had a lot of topspin on it, and I believe that was number 8, Wheeler, who wasn't able to get a clean head on it. So the ball is, in fact, turned over back to possession Lakeside. Wheeler will get the ball over to Lofi. Lofi, a good ball in back to the middle of the field. Has Pepper. Wheeler has Marcus later on the left side. Wheeler just outside the 18-yard box.
Wheeler now trying to move in. Crosses it in. Has Suber. Great pass to him. Doesn't do much, though. Cuts towards the middle. And great stop by the keeper there on the near post.
That was a fantastic cross by Wheeler to even get it to Suber. I mean, he hit that on a line right to Suber. Unfortunately, he just couldn't get enough arc on it or enough movement on it, as Lakeside will, in fact, have the ball once again. About 10 minutes and change to go here from Interbay Stadium as a key turnover here. Martinez, a great ball, but they will rule offside just a tiny bit. Man, that could have been something big for the Irish if they ruled that onside.
Yeah, that's a tough call there for the ref to have to make, but sometimes that's just something you got to do. If you see it, I don't know how far offsides it was, but if it wasn't called, Greg Wheeler was going to have an easy path.
I don't think it was by much.
Goal,
I do kind of have a bit of an obstruction here, but it didn't look like it was a lot.
Maybe by a step, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
As Richardson's going to boot that out. And Gribble on the sideline will catch it. And he will look to come into the game here for Enzo Christopher. As Weinstein gets moved to center mid, and Carter comes into the game as a center back. Moving it around now. However, that's still kept possession from Lakeside. That's a foul.
That's going to be really close to tell if he got in or out of the penalty box.
Is going to be assessed to Carter Gribble. It looks like the contact started before he got into the box, and they are going to call it right outside.
That's real fortunate
yeah.
that they did rule it, in fact, outside of the penalty box, because if that was a penalty, it would have come down to Ben Sullivan to try to stop that one. But a free kick at this point in the in the just outside the box isn't good for for O'Day either way, but it's definitely stoppable as they are building the wall right there.
And I was going to say that wall looked pretty close. Gribble could not believe it. He was not happy about that call at all. And I definitely saw the contact. I don't know if it was a definite yellow card or not, but I
think it's one of those.
I can respect that call. Yeah, I think
it's one of those that can go either way, but I wasn't sure if he clipped him with his spikes or if he did get, in fact, all ball. But it is what it is here.
That's the first booking of this game coming with about 8 minutes to go. And so everybody gets set. It is going to be number 20, Joseph Cooper, taking the free kick. And here it comes in. And a great save from Ben Solom. Outstretched completely. And that's going to be a corner. Wow.
And that's what a big-time keeper can get for you in these situations. Completely spread out. Great stop there as we have another cross in as I believe will be deflected again by Solom. Just when I was talking about him. A great save there, and will be, in fact, another Lakeside corner.
Yeah, great job there from Solom. He's led up 2 goals in the second half, but really one of those is kind of a tough thing to do, tough thing to block, and the other just was a great shot. So he's had a pretty good game overall, I'd still say. As here comes Lakeside. Weinstein in close defense. Wheeler able to clear that one out with a header. Failer can't get to the ball. And now Lakeside will get it. That's kind of a key miss there. Lofi tries to get back to this one. Lakeside resetting back at midfield. Martinez. Everyone will let them kind of have the last longer possession in the attacking half. Here's Lakeside, and Martinez does a great job to get back to the ball. Suber with it now. Goes to Lofi. Lofi with it. Gives to Suber. Suber in the box. He shoots. Can't get it. Deflected by the goalie. And, Wheeler barely misses off the fingertips of Osland. Sorry, that's not Osland. That's Tameling. He's been in goal this whole time. My apologies, but great turn of... Great transition of momentum there for O'Day. That's exactly what they need at this point. And frankly, if you're Lakeside, that's the last thing you can wish for.
Fantastic opportunity there. Just a little bit too much on it by Wheeler. Fantastic touch and a good ball to even get in that situation. But we'll see what they can do here with Connor Lofi on the corner kick. He's been delivering some good balls in there. And hopefully, about 6 minutes left, he can deliver the one that matters right here.
And so Lofi's going to send it in. That's deflected away as it goes low. Wheeler will get to it. And makes a little move there to get away from his defender. Now sends up to Lofi. Lofi will not get to it at time. And that's going to be a goal kick with 5.5 to go. And, yeah, just on that, looked like – actually, I think Greg Wheeler, put it a little high, was due for the crossbar, but it was knocked away by Tameling. Lakeside going to play this one slow.
We mentioned the – great goalkeeping by Ben Solom, but Tameling's also done a great job in the second half, judging by that stop. I mean, he's done what he's needed done to keep Lakeside in the game. As Cooper here making a pretty good run, it will be stopped by the O'Day defense. So he will, in fact, get it back. Cooper on Houston now. Get over to number 5. I believe that is Cammy Patrick as he will deliver a strike in. Easy stop for Ben Solom, though.
So I can imagine O'Day wants to move fairly quickly here. As Solom boots it up.
About 4.5 minutes in stoppage time here for O'Day. Really trying to make a last final push as Favi Martinez here with it now. Trying to deliver a cross in, makes a defender. Weaving out of defenders. Gets it in over to, I believe that is number 15. Favi Martinez just wide. Nearly a sensational goal, about 10 feet outside of the 18-yard box. Would have been impressive, but it is a goal kick for Lakeside.
And Elliott Failer will come off. August Pepper will come on. Getting an extra shooter in the game there. And Lakeside goes short here off the goal kick. Back to the keeper. Pepper tracks it down. And now hits it the wrong way. A little confusion there with Houston. Suber able to intercept. Now at midfield. Lakeside able to hit it out there. Almost came away with a big breakaway. And now it's Campos. Out of bounds, off Cooper once again. Not a lot of time here, about 3.5 to play. Lofi with it. Up the far sideline. Tries to make a move. And that's out of bounds. Going to be last touched by Lofi. And so it'll be a Lakeside ball here. As we close in on 3 minutes.
We've mentioned how O'Day is really trying to make that last push towards another goal, but at the same time, Lakeside's also trying to get that. I mean, for them, getting 3 straight goals would be an amazing feat against this O'Day defense. It's been, honestly, they were lights out last year, and they did pretty well in their first game against Inglemoor. So we'll see what happens as Lakeside will get another throw. Coming up on about 2.5 minutes left and change in this game. Is a good takeaway there by Connor Lofi. Lofi will deliver a ball into Martinez, trying to get a good touch on it, making a defender miss. Fabi Martinez, 1-on-2, delivers a strike, and it will go out for, I believe, a corner.
It is going to be called corner there. Fabi Martinez took a great shot. However, I believe that was Evan Ratliff in the way. Made a great stop. O'Day scores. This is going to be a great option for them if they want to score here. As that Lakeside, talk about the O'Day defense. That Lakeside defense has been equally as good, if not better, even though letting up 2 kind of silly mistake goals. Also doing a great job on a ton of opportunities like that, just somehow being able to stop them. That's out of bounds.
And there's really not much you can do if you're Martinez in that situation. I mean, you're 1-on-2. He was able to get a good touch on it, make a guy miss, but just good positioning there by Ratliff to deflect the ball out of bounds.
That throw is in. Richardson heads it. And now Richardson out of bounds. Out of play. With 1.5 minutes to go here in stoppage time. Richardson's going to settle it and out of bounds once more. Now Lakeside looking to move it. Great tight defense there from Houston. He's doubled with Pepper. Moves it up. Now our cross. Butler has it inside, and Richardson's going to track it down in the corner here. And that's out off of Lakeside. It'll be a goal kick.
Heads-up play by Richardson to able to get it deflected off a Lakeside defender and give O'Day possession.
And it'll be Solemn. Gives a long boot here. Settled by Wheeler at midfield nicely. Trying to go on one last run here before time expires. Goes up to Martinez. And he settles it a little too aggressively there as it goes back. And now Butler with it. Suk heads it, but that's going to be out of bounds. And Lakeside will have possession now.
Coming up on, the an hour and 20 minutes, 80 minutes here. We'll see how much stoppage time is on the clock. I'd imagine it'd be probably a couple minutes, but anything can happen at this point in the game. Don't rule anything out. An O'Day goal, Lakeside goal, as they will, in fact, blow it dead right now. No stoppage time for this game, as the game will end in a 2-2 draw between O'Day and Lakeside. O'Day really dominated the first half and the first couple minutes of the second half, getting a goal from Connor Lofi in the 5th minute and a goal from Favi Martinez at around the 47th or 48th minute. But Lakeside really took advantage of, the last part of the second half, scoring 2 goals to draw within to make it a draw, as that will be your final here from Interbay Stadium. O'Day 2,